Today we celebrate the 81st birthday of one of the greatest basketball players of all time, Bill Russell, who was also a trailblazer of his time. The NBA legend and Hall of Famer also happens to be from the Bay Area and was part of an historic era of college hoops. Fallon Smith continues our coverage of Black History Month.
And I think you'll agree with us by now, there's no stopping these Dons.
They were the most dominant program in college basketball.
And again, that murderous full-court press of the Dons.
We started out games 23-4, 17-0. It was just like surreal.
We were just a real homogeneous unit, and everybody was happy, and it was just a thrill.
USF won its final 26 games of the 1954-55 season on its way to capturing the school's first ever national championship.
The city of San Francisco, with great pride in the wonderful university that bears its name, opened up its hearts to the all-conquering Dons.
I remember that we had a lot of fun, a lot of pressure.
Now it's a new year, and in 1956, the Dons go marching on again.
I think there was more expectations from the media, reporters, everything like that, and the public, general public, than it was from us. But every game everybody was up for us.
And the Dons were up for the task. They win a perfect 29-0 to win back-to-back national titles.
The Dons, for the second straight year, are crowned kings of the National Collegiate Basketball domain.
But there was more behind the two championship trophies than national dominance on the hardwood. During a time of racial inequality in the U.S., head coach Phil Wolpert was unaffected by issues of skin color. In 1954, he became the first coach to start 3 African-American players, Hal Perry, Casey Jones,
and the Babe Ruth of basketball,
Bill Russell.
Black, white, orange, pink, that wasn't the problem. We were just out there and just played our best, helped each other. That's the way it should be, and that's the way it was.
We all got along. That's one thing, we got along. And we got along with the whole team. And even when we traveled, they all stuck together, because I remember some of the places that didn't want to serve us, Mike and some of the other guys, they wouldn't eat.
Sophomores Gene Brown and Mike Presto, along with the great Casey Jones, helped carry them over this all-important hurdle, leading to their new record string of major victories.
As the wins piled up, racial hatred mounted. The Dons became targets of racial jeers both at home and on the road.
My mother used to tell me, you're going to take this trip now, you're going to travel, and keep your mouth shut. You know, because what happened is that people would just disappear, you know, especially when you go down south and play. Because at that time, a lot of your southern colleges didn't have any black ball players. And here we were beating all the college teams in the country, and talking about mad, a lot of people were mad.
There was plenty of resistance, and a lot of them were embarrassingly local in our conference. I didn't see it in the players as much as the fans. Fans were, some of them were pretty ugly.
It wasn't kind at all. They were throwing things on the floor, hollering things.
We received a lot of hate mail during that time.
I was shocked because I knew some of these people that were acting goofy in the stands, and it really was upsetting. But
the social injustice only helped strengthen the team's bond.
And now watch for basketball teamwork at its best. The Gale attack broken by Jones, passing to Russell. Backhanded and unbelievable.
It also fueled Russell and the Dons on the court.
you sort of fought back by doing what you did as a unit, and when you did that, you got satisfaction.
We went to New Orleans, and we couldn't stay together in the same hotel. They had to go to a black college, and they decided they would do that because they wanted to make a statement. And that was the only time Phil Wolpert, I think, ever ran up a score.
And Russell with his indefensible dunk shot.
By the end of the game, it was a standing O for Russell and for the way he handled everything, and Jones and the team.
Both with a steal to Perry.
With each point scored,
Feeding to Russell, who dunks it. Unstoppable.
with each win,
An unparalleled 55 straight wins.
The Dons were slowly paving the way for racial equality in sports.
And so the USF Dons are on the threshold of the greatest sports story of the century.
I've heard a lot of people say that we helped make strides in that area, and which I'm proud of. If it happened, I'm really proud of.
The breakthroughs that we made at that time, you know, these guys are really, it's great. You know, I'm happy to see that.
I think we changed some heads around. We changed some people around their thinking.
I don't think we need medals for it. We just did what should have been done.
Let's have a great round of applause for the champions.
It's been 60 years since the Dons overcame insurmountable odds, cementing their mark in history, becoming the first team to win a national title with 3 African American starters. Although some have gone and passed, their legacy will live on forever.
Another stirring chapter was thus written in the lives of the young men whose spectacular basketball deeds won such tremendous national fame and glory for themselves, their university, and their city.
Fallon Smith, Comcast Sportsnet.